Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Monday, October 13th, 2025. Hey, happy Thanksgiving if you're Canadian. It's Thanksgiving today. You're going to eat some turkey, feast on that. Doubleheader football. We got some doubleheader baseball as well. So, hey, nothing to complain about north of the border here. Hope everybody had themselves a good weekend, but definitely going to be full of turkey here on a Monday. We're going to have some good sports action. So we've got two on the Monday Night Football again. We love when they doubleheader up the Monday Night Football, and then we'll throw NLCS Game 1 at you as well. So, hey, before we get to that, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And then we'll get to the cappers, see how the weekend went, and then we'll get right to the Monday's action. Heading over to Vegas. Al, how are you doing here?
Doing pretty good. Got some playoff baseball still, and then two Monday night doubleheaders. Nothing much more you can ask for.
No, exactly right. Let's start this new week strong here on Cover the Spread. I don't know where the Ninos. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Off to a pretty good NFL Sunday, so definitely gonna just kick back and enjoy this nice matchup we got here on Sunday night. So definitely a good one, and yeah, hopefully we carry this momentum over to Monday with two NFL Monday nighters. So definitely looking forward to those as well.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to the Monday night. Sunday was yesterday, so today's Monday. Let's get to it. First game we got, kick it off. We're going to try to knock it out of the park here on Monday with this ball game. It's the Dodgers taking on the Brewers. Game 1. And this is my game. I love it. Not Al, because he's not going to like this. But anyways, we're going to get right to it. You look at these two squads going, hey, Snell on the bump for the Dodgers. And he's been rolling along. Been lights out, has Mr. Snell on the bump. You look what he's been doing. Numbers-wise, definitely been Mr. Consistent. This year, over the last month, he's just got a sub-2 ERA. It does raise up a little bit, though, this year when he gets out on the road. He's 1-3 on the road with a 3.41 ERA. Still, 5 starts, 3 of them have been quality starts for Snell. I mean, if I deep dive some of them bullpen games, when I got to him on the 1-3 start there on the road. And you look, Quintana getting the start for the Brew Crew. And, hey, his numbers, same thing at home. He's 4-5 with a 5 ERA. So definitely these guys might not equate to who gets the job done in here. But when you look at the bullpen, you got to give the edge to the Brew Crew. These playoff games, they're scoring a 1.2 ERA. Home playoff games, 0.96, sub-1 ERA for this Brew Crew. Over the last month, sub-2 ERA for the Brewers. And this Brewers squad, well, when they, after over a 5-game span, when their bullpen is pitching like this, sub-2 ERA, they're 18-0 in these spots this season. And also, they've whooped up on the Dodgers this season. They beat them 6 straight in the 6 meetings earlier this season. Even including go back, it's a 7 straight wins for the Brewers. And for some reason, the Dodgers just don't revenge games after they've lost 4 straight to a team. They this year just haven't got their revenge. We'll see if they can get it here in game 1. I don't think so. I got to go with the Brewers. Better bullpen when it comes down to it. We know it's playoffs, regular season numbers, but still, Brew Crew at home, this big value with a big plus price. Give me the Brewers on the money line in this one on Monday. And over to we'll go over to Ninos to get us after that. What do you like?
Yeah, well, it's going to be hard for me to agree with you on this one, but I'll try to give it a different look because, as you mentioned, some pretty concerning stats there you did bring up. Although I will make a case that this is I think a different spot here for the Dodgers. I think they've got some good momentum going for themselves. Snell's coming into this one in great form. He's had a great season. He's kept it up through the postseason. I just think he comes out here and has himself another good start. So I'll be on the Dodgers first 5 here, and the money line is getting very juicy now. But you can go ahead and take him maybe a little bit on the money line, lay a little bit on that, lay that half run there a little bit too if you want. Actually, the price is still not too bad. I'll just go Dodgers money line here on the first 5. Not trying to get too frisky with that half run. It could very well end up being tied here going into the 6th inning. So I'll just be on the Dodgers first 5, although I do think they managed to get themselves the lead at least through the first half.
Headed on over to Vegas, Al. What do you like here in game 1 of the NLCS?
Oh, yeah, you've already alluded to here how the Brewers basically have dominated the Dodgers. 6-0 this year again versus the Dodgers, averaging 5.5 runs per game in this year versus the Dodgers. So I'm going to go to a Brewers team total over 4.5. I like 3.5. Again, whatever line you guys like, -110 or plus money. But Brewers team total over.
Hey, that wraps up the MLB. Let's head on over to some football to get a start here on the Monday night action. First game that kicks off, we got the Bills heading into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Bills laying 4 in this one. Total wise, I'm looking at 50.5 in this matchup. Heading over to Ninos. This is his game. He's going to get us going. What do you like in the first Monday nighter?
Yeah, the Bills. I know I gave out the Patriots this week, but I definitely wasn't expecting them to pull the upset off against the Bills the week before there. So definitely Buffalo coming off a very disappointing loss, but maybe a bit of a wake up call. They're not just going to walk through the whole league here. So I think they wake up a little bit and come out stronger at least. Now -4 can maybe get a little tricky here on the road, laying more than a field goal. But again, they are the better team here. They've been playing the better football despite that last result. You're just going to have to give them a pass on that one, I guess. I mean, you can't excuse too many of these losses, but then again, you can't expect them to be perfect either. They will slip up here and there, but again, I don't see 2 mishaps in a row for them. So I think they come out strong. I would lean towards them full game as well, but I think the better number here is just laying under that field goal in the first half. So that's where I'll be here, laying 2.5 with the Bills in the first half.
I don't know, Vegas. What do you like here in this one?
So both of these defenses have injuries in all levels of the defense, the D-line, the linebackers, and the secondaries. You got T.J. Sanders here. DeMar Hamlin's been out. And then Matt Milano, their linebacker here for the Bills. They're going to be out in this game. And then the Falcons, Laquelle London, Clark Phillips, and Billy Bowman, those 3 are going to be out in this game. Just too many injuries on the defensive side of the ball here, and then 2 good enough quarterbacks here through the air. I think we're going to see some offense in this game. The Bills have been averaging 31 points per game this year. We just saw the Falcons give up 30 a couple weeks ago to the Panthers. Definitely can see the Bills scoring a lot of points here. I think they'll have the Falcons playing catch-up, but Penix is good enough through the air to get us over their back door probably. But I like the over 49.5 with the Bills and Falcons.
Hey, I'm going to give you a couple props. I like Josh Allen over his rushing yards. We know that he's definitely taken off running plenty of times this year, and I think he has to do that again against this Falcons squad. Pretty good in their secondary coverage-wise. I think he'll have to take off and over his rushing yards. I see 33.5. I'll take the over there. I'm also going to take Bijan Robinson over his rushing yards. Why? Because this Buffalo defense stopping the run has not been good. Giving up 5.6 yards per rush this season, allowing over 100 yards rushing defensively this year. So I think Bijan Robinson can have himself a good game running the ball here for Atlanta. So I think that's what Atlanta's what they want to do. You want to lean on Bijan Robinson and keep it out of Josh Allen's hands as much as you can. So I think Bijan Robinson is able to rush it there in that one. Give me his rushing total over. Hey, that wraps up the first game we looked at on the slate. Let's head on over to game number 2 here. We got the rematch from last year, big game last year between these 2 squads, and they're going to go at it again. We got Chicago taking on Washington. Vegas Al's game. He's going to get us going. Who do you got?
Yes, we all remember that game last year, how it ended there on the Hail Mary. Commanders got it done. So I'm actually going to go to the Bears here, plus 4.5. I'm going to take the points. At the end of the day, I think this is a revenge spot. The Commanders are banged up on defense. I do think the Bears defense is better than the Commanders here. I think they have 2 elite linebackers, Pro Bowl level linebackers here in Tremaine Edmonds and then this young kid from Oregon, Noel Sewell. Both of these guys leading the team in tackles. One of the best 1-2 linebacker combinations in all of football. I think that they're going to get to Jaden Daniels, who's looked good since the injury coming back, but I'm still not 100% confident in him. But then you look at his weapons. No Noah Brown, no Scary Terry, and Deebo Samuel's questionable. So I don't like what the Commanders have on the offensive side of things. They also have lost their running back this year. They're down to this kid, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. he's done some nice things. A 7th-round draft pick, this kid, but he doesn't compare to what DeAndre Swift can bring, a top 10 running back in this league. 2,200 yards in the last couple seasons for DeAndre Swift. Then you add Roma Dunze to the mix, DJ Moore, Luther Bird, and all these weapons that Caleb Williams has. And the offensive line has shown leaps and bounds of improvement. They were last year last in the NFL, giving up the most sacks. Caleb Williams sacked 75 times last year. This year, they're the 4th best offensive line when it comes to sacks. Only 7 sacks given up this year. If they can protect Caleb Williams, I like the Bears, plus 4.5.
I don't know. Where do Ninos? What do you like here in this matchup?
Yeah, definitely. Can't hate that pick, and actually seeing 5s popping up here too for the Bears. But again, I'm liking the value across the game here on the Bears. I think they can keep it close throughout. Loving the +3. We're again with them in the first half. I also like them to keep it close in the first quarter, getting a 0.5 point too, or you could cash that one if it's still tied in the first quarter. But again, I'll be on both of those. If you're forcing me to pick one of the two here as my official side pick, I'll go with Bears first half getting the field goal here.
Yeah, for me, looking at that first half, I like the under in this first half. I see this total at 25 in that first half. That means how many? You need 7, 14, 21. You're going to need at least 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and then that gets you under that total. So I don't see that much offense. Washington missing a bunch of weapons, as Alessandro alluded to. So give me the under first half. I think this could be 10-10, 10-7, this type of game, maybe 13-10, still gets us under the 25 in the first half. I like that key number of 25. Even this drops down to 24.5. I still like the under first half between these two. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let us know in the comment section below what you think about the 3 games we covered here today to kickstart the week. Let's do a quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Dodgers taking on the Brewers. Game I like, grab the Brewer crew to stay hot against the Dodgers there. Next game we looked at, we got Buffalo taking on Atlanta. This is Ninos' game. He says grab Buffalo in that first half. They're going to come out hot, as they say, meh, as I would say, after losing outright to New England. Yeah, grab Buffalo first half. Next game we looked at, we got the Bears taking on Washington. Vegas Al's game, he says grab the Bears plus the 4.5 you get there in that one. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's start the week doing what we do, and that is
Cover the spread.
Cover the spread.
cover the spread. And cover the spread, baby.